In this episode, we're going to be taking a look at a couple of single barrel expressions from Alma Del Jaguar right here on the Tequila Hombre. Coming up next. Hello and welcome to this episode of the Tequila Hombre, where today we're going to be taking a look at a couple of single barrel expressions from Alma Del Jaguar. Now, these expressions are available in the Southern California market. There's only 2 barrels that we were able to get here. I purchased these from Ferment and Still to do this review. I did pay for them with my own money to take a look at them for you guys and let you know what I think. So we're going to give you honest, unbiased reviews. So let's not waste any more time. Let's talk a little bit about how these tequilas are made. All right, so the 2 barrels that we got are, one is American oak and one is French oak. So we're going to talk about the French oak one first, but we're going to talk about how both of these are actually produced, first of all. So with this, they're made out of NOM 1414, which is Feliciano Vivanco and Associates, or otherwise known as Tequila Viva Mexico as well. It is Sergio Cruz as the master distiller on this. They use brick ovens to cook the agaves that are all estate grown. The Vivancos are agaveros, so they grow their own agave. So these are selected off of their private estate. They cook them in stone brick ovens and then use a roller mill to extract the sugars out of the agave fibers after they're done cooking them. And then after they're done extracting the sugars out of the agave fibers, they then ferment in open air tanks using both a special yeast combination and a wild yeast and champagne yeast. And then after fermentation is complete, they then twice distill in copper pot stills. And with the French oak single barrel, it is then aged in French oak barrels for 15 months. And then once it hit perfection, where they really like the flavor profile, they then bottled it at 43.5% alcohol by volume or 87 proof. So that is the French oak version. I'll talk about the American oak version when we get to that one in the tasting portion. So let's not waste any more time. Let's crack this puppy open and get to the tasting portion and see what it's all about. All right, so let's pop the top of this one. Nice solid cork. This is a natural cork that they're using for these bottles. So you do have to worry about them drying out and possible evaporation problems. But so you want to drink it fast. So don't let it sit too long because you may have issues with the cork drying out. All right, so we'll put a little bit in my Denver and Liley agave glass. And let's swirl it around a little bit. And let's take a look at it in the glass. So looking at it in the glass, it coats the glass beautifully. You can see it's got licks and tears just now starting to form. There you go. Look at that. So it's going to have a nice viscous, silky, creamy mouthfeel to it. Looking at the tequila itself, it is crystal clear with a nice golden brown color to it. Looks great. Now this is French oak, so it's got a little bit sweeter wood. So we're going to get some, should get some butterscotch notes and stuff from it, which is what I really like from French oak. So on the nose, get really nice sweet cinnamon and baking spices, nice cooked agave notes that come in from it first. Followed by some vanilla and caramel notes that are coming through, a hint of chocolate, and some butterscotch notes coming through, which is what I love to see from good French oak tequilas. It's definitely on the sweet, fruity side, little citrus notes in there as well. But it smells really nice, so it smells really good. All right, so this will be my first taste of alcohol for the day, so I do have to acclimate my mouth to 40% alcohol by volume, so bear with me for a second. Now, I've liked Alma Del Jaguar's expressions before too, so this should be, it's typically a really good quality tequila. All right, now everything's settled down. Salute. Coats the mouth beautifully. Nice sweet cinnamon and baking spice note up front from the cooked agave. They always do a good job with their good quality agave there at Viva Mexico. Get a nice vanilla note coming through, some wood, definitely some oak notes coming through, some caramel and sweet cinnamon on the back end of this. A little hint of citrus in there, almost like blood orange coming through on it. Definitely some pepper, a little bit of heat to it, which is nothing wrong with that at all. Kind of drags out the finish on it. So it's kind of a medium long to long finish on it. On the finish, you get a really nice sweet cinnamon and caramel notes coming through, a little hint of vanilla in there. Just kind of sits on the tongue for a while on the finish. This is really nice añejo. It has a little bit of heat to it. You can feel a little bit of burn from it, but it's not anything that's going to really cause any problems for anybody, I don't think. Nice cinnamon and baking spices. Little oak bitterness in there. Little hint of anise coming through now. Little hint of like black licorice fennel coming through. Definitely some citrus, fruity notes. Vanilla, caramel, little hint of butterscotch, dark chocolate in there as well. And I think once this sits in the glass and opens up for a bit, it's just going to keep getting better. But it's really nice añejo. I don't see anything wrong with this at all, anything off-putting at all. Definitely enjoyable. Very limited quantity of this available. There was only 200 bottles that were made available. So if there's something you're interested in, something that sounds good to you, Ferment and still has it. It's barrel number 111, and it's selling for $98.99. I recommend it. It's delicious. Definitely something you can enjoy with a good stogie, a good cigar, a nice sipper, and it does warm you up. So if on a little colder day, you'll feel your chest warming up a little bit from it, which is great. So barrel 111, I think is great. I think it's really good for agave for it. So let's go check out the American Oak Barrel and see what that one's all about. All right, on to the next one. This is the American Oak Barrel. So this is barrel 19. And this is 23 months on American Oak barrels. And it gives you all the information on the side label. And this one's coming in at 51.2 or 102.4 proof, 51.2% ABV. So we'll go ahead and open this one up and check it out and do the tasting and see what this one's got. So the French oak one, I think, is going to open up nicely if you let it sit in your glass for a little bit. You can't go wrong with anything Sergio Cruz does, really. He does such good stuff. They do such good quality tequilas there. No additives, of course. They don't use anything to adulterate the flavor profile of the tequila, except what's in the barrel. All right, this is also natural cork. We have a fresh glass for this, so we'll put a little bit in the glass. And let's take a look at it in the glass. Coats the glass beautifully. See the legs and tears just starting to form on it. Looking at the tequila, it is a little darker golden brown color than the French oak one. Crystal clear, looks beautiful. Let's see what we get on the nose on this one. Nice cinnamon and baking spice note, the cooked agave notes up front. This has got a richer oak nose to it, so I'm definitely picking up more oak notes to it. I'm picking up some dark chocolate, vanilla, caramel, and almost like a cherry, like a like a black cherry kind of note to it. It smells really nice. It smells really good on the nose. Let's see what we get on the flavor profile. Salud. Coats the mouth beautifully. Nice cinnamon and baking spice note. Really neat sweet note that comes up front. Almost like sweet cherry notes. Now, just from guessing, because of the flavor profile, I'm guessing this is aged in a Jack Daniel's barrel, because it has kind of like a Jack Daniel's-esque kind of note to it. So it's coming through as almost like cream soda, like a creamy vanilla note that's coming through. Slight fruit notes coming through, like apricot and stuff too, following up on it. And then some chocolate and caramel notes that are coming through as well. I think this one's a little more complex than the French oak one was, as far as the different notes that it's giving you. I'd love to see more butterscotch notes on the French oak one, but it didn't have a whole lot of it. It had just a tad bit of butterscotch in it. This one's a little more complex and it has a really interesting sweetness on the front of it that lends it to be more like a vanilla cream soda kind of note to it. This has less of a burn to it as well. Definitely that Jack Daniel's whiskey note is mixed in there. Nice sweetness on the top, honey note that's coming through as well. This is really enjoyable. On the finish, I am picking up a little more of a bittersweet chocolate note, so a little bit of bitterness that is coming in on the end of this, but it's still getting this really nice sweet vanilla, cream soda, agave note on the finish. The finish hangs around. It's kind of creamy, sits on your tongue for a while. It's delicious. This is really good. I actually think I like the American oak version better than the French oak version, which is kind of different for me. I normally tend to lean more towards French oak, but in this particular single barrels, I definitely think the American oak, the 23-month American oak, is definitely the winner between the two. Absolutely delicious. I'm going to give this one a 4.5 agave, so 4.5 agave for barrel number 19. But both of them are delicious. Both are worth a try. I definitely can enjoy this with a good stogie, good like maybe Maduro, a little heftier stogie. Really enjoy the flavor notes on it. Really something I can sit and sip and enjoy. Definitely something that's a good after dinner kind of sipper as well. Really enjoyable. Well, there you go. If you liked the information I shared in this video, make sure you click the thumbs up and give me a like. If you're new to the channel and you're looking for somebody that gives you unbiased, honest reviews, then you've come to the right place, because that's all we do. I'm not paid by any brands, not paid by anybody to do the reviews. I give honest, unbiased reviews, so you have the information you need when you're looking online to pick up some tequila or agave spirits, or if you're going to the store, you'll have all the information you need to pick up stuff that you're going to like and not stuff you're going to regret. And if that's what you're looking for, then click the subscribe button right there and the notification bell next to it so you get notified every time I post a new informational video or unbiased, honest review. And that way you'll have the information you need to make great selections. And until next time, like I always say, life is too short to drink bad tequila. So hey, if you wanted to pick up both of these single barrel Reserva editions of Alma Del Jaguar, I highly recommend it. They're delicious. Salud. Bye, guys.